Hello, everybody. Barb, David, Tamara, Troy, Melinda, Dennis, Neil, Melvin, Donnie, Mom. What's going on, y'all?
Howdy.
How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing?
Beth had a birthday this past week.
Happy birthday, Beth, this past week.
Oh, am I? Oh, quit it.
Does that hurt?
Yes.
Hurt's whining. It's being a whine. Hey, Scotty!
Bah.
Bah. What is going on, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. So, yeah, we got our garden going, guys. It's still a few videos behind right now, but so I'll have like 2 videos come up before that video. But Sam and I went out Saturday and got the garden started. We got, what all did we plant?
It must have been Sunday.
Was it Sunday?
Saturday was kind of chilly.
Okay, yeah, it was Sunday. It was
Hi,
Sunday
Beth.
when it warmed up.
I can't get the video to load.
Dennis, we did what we do? Peppers, cucumbers,
Broccoli,
onions,
corn, lettuce. Was that it?
I think there's one more thing.
You've got tomatoes.
And
too.
tomatoes. Got tomatoes going. And yeah, so we're all set, ready for it to start growing at this point. And then
the onions are already kind of taken off.
Oh, the onions
we planted
are
those a little bit before.
Completely taken off. Just checked them today and they are like going and getting after it. So yeah. We'll have our own homegrown food. Melinda and James. What's going on, y'all? And at the end, like maybe the last, let's say 10, 15 minutes of the live, I'm going to do like a little, I set it up where we're doing a little Bible quiz. We're going to do a little Bible quiz. There are several people in here, though, that I already sent these questions to earlier today. So sorry, you're out of this quiz.
Why did you send them to them?
Because I didn't know I was going to do it. My mom was the one who thought it would be a good idea. And I thought, you know what? That will be a good idea. So I used the questions that were in that video. And I'll continue doing that on each of our lives. But on the next ones, I will come up with my own questions. But yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Test some Biblia knowledge.
Do you know the answers to them?
I do.
No.
I do.
I figured you did.
I've already got them all set up. Here, watch. I'll show you what it's going to look like.
My eyes are itchy.
So y'all will get a sneak peek of the first question. Oh, but we're not going to do it right now. We're doing that later. But it's going to go like that, and then the answers will pop up. After I give you time, we'll see who can guess the most of them. So how is everybody doing? Cheryl, hello.
Hi, Mama.
Oh, and also, guys, this week I will be looking into a possible job, possibly. But right now we have no way of using a telephone until Thursday. Our landline has gotten shut off.
For whatever, it's not shut off. It's just not working.
It's not working
right,
for some reason. We just
Wi-Fi.
found out. When was it? Saturday or Friday? So. We realized that it's not working and we don't know why.
David is a tease, isn't he?
And we'll get our phones turned back on Thursday. So, but I'm going to be calling and checking on that.
What?
And
say hi to Melinda.
Hopefully that works out because it would really help us a lot.
Oh, you're sweet baby.
No answers yet, Neil.
He had Hawk circling him again today. It kind of scared David. He ran him in real quick.
Oh, yeah, man. So I went out and worked on the fence, the front part of our fence up there. Last year, a tree broke off and it landed on the fence.
A bear got caught in it. Then a tree fell
Yeah, and it
off
was the
in
same spot last year. A tree fell on it and it bent the poles all up. So I was out there and I took it all apart and I straightened it out the best I could. Slid it back in there, and as I was walking back, I kept seeing these big black shadows flying around the yard. And I looked up, and there was 2 huge hawks, and Coco was sunbathing right in the middle of the yard.
Not
a
care in the world.
Yep, I think they were eyeballing.
Scares me to death.
Mr. Coco. I'd rather someone say they wouldn't spit on me if I was on fire than say they'll take me somewhere and not show up or call.
Yeah, Melinda, she said that she was ready to go, and then she got ready, and as she's ready to go out the door, she was not able to leave yet.
Dang it.
She said it's the pit.
Neil said, I told Beth Tracy that she is taking 7,000 photos off of her phone.
No.
Yeah,
really?
That stinks. That does stink.
No.
When you're ready to go, you're ready to go.
Nope. Sorry, buddy. No.
About the size of a rabbit. He is. He's perfectly. And he's just like literally
He's a baby.
dead weight.
Who, him?
Yeah. He's just
they
easy prey because he's just sitting there in the wide open, just laying there sunbathing.
So it's going to take his one swoop to come down.
Yep, and they'll grab him and he'd be gone. Coco will be flying through the air. Oh my goodness.
Bro, that light's blinding me.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it is.
It's not that bad. It may not stay on.
I hope it don't.
Tony is going to call that guy and let him know that you will be calling. Yes, awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I will be getting a hold of him Thursday morning. I'd say probably around noontime I'm going to call him. Yes, Melvin and Donnie are the ones that let me know about it. So it'll be if I get it, the position is a loader operating position, which is awesome. And hopefully it's the same loader that I am certified in, which I imagine it probably is. The 2 or 3 companies that are out here that we drive past all the time, they all got the exact same loaders that I operated. So I'd imagine it's probably the same loaders, the L90, the big loaders. But that would be so cool if it works out. And Sammy's got to go back to Indiana this weekend. So I've got to drive Sammy to Indiana this weekend. But it should still all work out regardless because I'll have the car full time. I just got to drive her to Indiana on a weekend. And then obviously the next weekend go pick her up. But as long as they work Monday through Friday and have weekends off, we should be able to pull it off.
What a ham.
He was always
Quit it. Did you see what Melinda said?
What?
When James is always punctual, I have to hurry to be ready.
Yeah. I love the way Coco likes to be held like a baby.
He does.
is. He's a little ham.
Oh, okay.
He's a spoiled, rotten little brat. That's what he is.
He is. Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Come on now. Oh, Linda, I was late one time when I forgot what time it was.
Quit.
Or that I was supposed to pick you up.
He's
All right, come on. Y'all go. What's up, David? Jeff.
Hattie.
Hey, Jasper, what's going on?
Jasper.
Yeah. I was just thinking about you guys just the other day. But, yep, we got the garden going. We will have some food rolling soon, guys.
I don't want any tomato
I want to get
He's
some.
tending to those. I ain't messing with
I
them.
want to get some fruit though. I want some strawberries. And
Mom knows how to do those, but I don't know.
I was thinking about doing watermelon, but Sam don't think we have enough room to do watermelons.
They get pretty. I mean, you might be able to plant a couple. I
But
don't
can't we
know,
do?
but-
Sam was talking about doing the strawberries on the porch, where they hang down and
I've
grow
seen
out
some.
of a bucket. Not sure about all that.
I don't know. Well, I was saying that about tomatoes.
Oh, tomato.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, I've
Okay,
stated it
Melinda.
a couple times on my videos that are coming up, but we're definitely like not a channel that's giving people advice.
No.
Actually, quite the opposite. We need to take in some advice, and who knows, maybe in a couple years we will be that channel to be able to give people advice once we learn. But right now, we have absolutely no idea what we're doing. We're just kind of winging it and learning it. But the garden looks awesome. Cantaloupe.
What
Ooh,
about
that
cantaloupe?
sounds like a good
That
idea
actually is
too.
not a bad idea.
I want to do some fruit trees. I want to do. I mean, I know it would take several years to really get them going and flourishing, but
Mom,
I'd like to have apple trees,
if you can hear,
peach
what
tree,
was it that Aunt Dodie had in her
pear trees.
yard? Was it a pear? They at least survived here. So, in Corbin.
I know in Oklahoma, my grandma and grandpa used to have a apple tree in their backyard.
Well, the climate, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if
You think an apple tree would do here?
I just feel like climate is. I don't know though.
I've not heard from Christy Barb.
No, I don't have her phone number.
So summer break's about to be starting, ain't it, Casper? You about to be on summer break. I think Miracle, she has like 4 weeks left, and she'll be on her summer break.
Thank you, Melba.
That's got to be exciting. 7 weeks.
Like grow well in buckets, okay.
I knew it was coming close. 7 more weeks and be on summer break.
Are you ready, Jasper?
I'm sure he is. I've still, with all the car issues we've been having, I've still haven't even had the opportunity to go see my granny. So I'm going to be doing that this coming weekend. I'm going to have to shoot down there and see her whenever I take Sam to Indiana. So I may just be able to do a day stay with her and hang out for the day.
We got dogs, bro.
Well, evening. So it'll probably be Sunday on Easter. And yeah, I need to get a hold of her and let her know, because now I got the Lexus running.
We still need to get the
plug. The plug is missing the clip, and it started acting. It's done it a couple times on me, so it's scaring me to drive it right now. So I don't want to mess up that ignition coil. So Thursday I'm going to go buy that plug, which is, I think that's got to be what it is. It just needs that new plug on it.
Why do you mean, Megan, bro?
Headed to Tennessee late July. We need to swing by your place on the way there or back. That would be awesome, man. That would be super cool.
What part of Tennessee?
Because we're actually like right in the middle of the tri-state, or in the corner of the tri-state. So Tennessee's right there. Virginia's right there. We're literally, maybe an hour and a half away from the corner of all the states that meet there. Not even that. Because we actually been planning on possibly making a trip to Virginia, Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. I gotta look it up.
Here, I'll map it real quick and see. But yeah, we're planning on making a trip to Virginia. We maybe be able to do that this weekend, hopefully. And we're gonna make a video of that and just take a little road trip. That's all it is, kind of a sightseeing thing. I want to go down to the Cumberland Gap and just go see some stuff around here and make a cool video of it, because all the sights around here are just amazing. Like, it's absolutely beautiful everywhere you go. So, I mean, there's like an awesome video everywhere. Let's see.
Nope. No, sir. You'd be getting up in my face. You such a good boy. You should go boy. Okay.
So it looks like we're 160 miles from Chattanooga. So that's not bad. That's what, maybe a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive?
See it like on the map. Like click
well, that's
so
the Chattanooga airport is what it pulled up. Let's just put Chattanooga, Tennessee.
To the line.
3.5 hours. Yeah, 3.5 hours from Chattanooga. Loop. So it is a little bit of a drive, but it's not too bad. So it
must be more west of the state. Oh, no. Duh. It's going down. So, I mean, if you came up, like if you came, well, are you coming from like Indianapolis?
Well, yeah, they'd come through Louisville. Just like the way we come.
Right, but they're coming from further distance. So it'd be like a 10-hour trip for them.
Yeah, they're in Terre Haute. Well, I mean, it's going to be a 10-hour trip to get to Chattanooga. And then it would only be 3 hours out of the way from there to here. From where they're at. They're in Terre Haute.
Which is north, I believe.
Which is like 4 hours from us in Scottsburg, I think.
I don't know anymore.
I think it is. I think it's about a 4-hour drive from Scottsburg to Terre Haute.
Yeah, he really wants to go see the Cumberland Gap.
What's up, Troy? Yes, we're definitely going to go check out.
Does that say Mothman Bridge? Oh, Lord.
Take a trip to Mothman Bridge. What is that?
You remember that movie? If it's what I'm thinking, the Jeepers Creepers.
Is it? Is that what that is, Neil? I'd be okay with that. That would be super cool.
No, I'm good.
That would be super cool. I got something to tell you I meant to say last week. So, I don't remember what day it was, but it was before our live last week, a couple days before. And we literally that entire day did not ever even turn the TV on. We never watched TV that whole day. We messed around. We never turned the TV on. There she is. And then we went to bed that night, guys, put the dogs up, went to bed, and we was laying there. And all of a sudden, our living room TV was blaring super, super loud, like super loud on some weird
birds and frogs
on some like Pluto or something like that, something we never watch.
But it was about animals.
It freaked me out, guys.
Scared him to death.
It freaked me out.
He grabbed the pew-pew.
there was absolutely no reason for that TV to come on. Like I said, I never turned it on all day long. We didn't watch TV that day at all. Yeah, and the TV just came on like in the middle of the night. Got it. Because Sam's like, wait, you hear something?
Do you hear that?
Like, what are you talking about? So I paused our TV, and sure enough, the TV in here was just blaring through the house. You see, guys, what is going on?
It scared him.
Yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff, man. That's all from the pits of hell around now.
Mm-hmm. James, that's what I was going to say. I wasn't going to say it, but he would do that to my mom all the time, too. There was all kinds of stuff.
See, I'm just on the fence about that kind of stuff. I don't know.
I got immediate. Okay, here's my thoughts. Whenever I came out to shut the TV off, I had an overwhelming feeling to check all the windows. Something told me to make sure all the windows were locked, and they were not. So I just went with what I felt.
Yeah.
But he would always sit outside and watch the birds and listen to the frogs. So that, to me,
we definitely do need to anoint our place, honestly.
Yes,
actually, Christy, we have not done that.
Not here.
We anointed our home in Sapulpa, but we have not done that here, actually. Very, very great suggestion. I'm not saying that I don't believe, obviously, in supernatural things and all that kind of stuff.
I just can't decipher
I just don't know if
like
it's,
what the Bible says. And
is any of it good? Right? I know people like hear grandma and all these kind of different things, but is that something trying to make you think?
But I didn't get that feeling. I wasn't scared. I knew it immediately whenever I heard it. It just startled me because I thought, somebody in our house talking? And then whenever he come around the corner and I could see the light on from the TV.
I didn't want to come in here.
I was like, I got it, move.
Natural Bridge is another good place for you all to visit. It is an amazing site. The Natural Bridge. We need to write these down. And Offman, that's West Virginia. That's out where Troy's at.
The Mothman and Boogeyman will be coming to get you. I know, Scotty, that. I ain't trying to play around with no Mothman.
It emerges from the creek. Yes, I mean, I've heard that kind of stuff. That moving water, whatever generates energy.
Exactly. Yes, you are right.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I didn't even think about that. The creek being back there. We're not allowed to speak to the dead, which I don't. But we know there are bad spirits. But are
Right.
there also
No, see, I used to.
spirits?
I used to be all about it. Like I literally remember having apps on my
You're right,
phone
Lauren.
where I would try to connect.
Hey,
with them, all
Gypsy
that kind of
Trail.
stuff. And it was early when I first got sober, and I was working up at the auto auction out there, and I had that stupid app on my phone where it was like
It freaked him out more than anything.
where they could speak through your thing or whatever. And I remember being back there in the back of the yard with all those wrecked cars all over the place. And man, I don't even remember what it was, but it scared me to death. And I took it off my phone, and I don't play with that stuff.
No, it was a dad that had.
Oh yeah, it was a
He was
truck.
going through divorce.
There was a truck out there, and there was a firefighter. Yes, that was going through a divorce, and we actually got the truck in after this happened. But it was a dad going through divorce. He took his 3 little kids out on the back roads and actually unalived his children and himself in that truck. And yeah, I was doing that thing around it, and it freaked me out. And yeah, that's whenever I realized, like, this is not very smart. This is actually pretty stupid to be doing this.
Yeah, like whenever he, and I know y'all, it does not sound good at all, but before, like, in the motions of me starting to get clean and starting to feel like I was ready to start making those steps to get clean, we were in Indiana. Hey, Kevin. Hey, boss.
Hey.
We were in Indiana, and David wanted to go out to a cemetery. Now, mind you, I'm like 26.
And this is a very well-known haunted cemetery.
I've known it since I was a kid. Then it was one whenever you walked into the gate, you could feel the pressure. We've got to find that video.
That was the most supernatural feeling I'd ever felt in my life. After that, I was
done messing with any of it. I was like, all right, Lord, you got me.
Like,
you got me.
Literally felt
Scared
it
me.
as soon as you walk in that old arch, it was like an old 1800 cemetery. And
like,
as soon as you walked
1800s.
in, you felt a heaviness. Like it was, you could literally feel anything like the anxiety grip you. Like it was crazy. And then as soon as we left, when you walked out of it, completely went away. But yeah, we caught some crazy things on film and everything. I've got a video actually.
I know
YouTube
you're gonna have to find it.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this before, but that was when I'm like, yeah, Lord, you got me now. You got my attention.
Blah, blah, blah. Yes. I have seen orbs. I've had experiences when I was a kid. I've had some pretty graphic sightings of ghosts whenever I was young, really, really young. So I've always believed in it. I know it's absolutely real, but
not believed in, but just know that there's a possibility you may see it. Me,
what?
This was my first experience actually.
Where did you hear that?
What?
I would be okay with that. Is that true?
Did you really hear that, Randy?
Is that true?
All right. Thank you, boss. She okay? Oh.
Yeah. We're praying for Jan. Everybody will be praying for Jan. She's going through some hard family problems, trials.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, I got a hold of her, or I messaged her last week at some point and let her know. He said,
well, we love you. Kidding. It's okay if she don't get on here. Oh,
come on.
He was really believing you, Randy.
I mean, I would be cool with that. Actually, they were talking about going back to Texas at one point. I'm not cool with that. But they need to stay in KC. That's where they belong.
How about walking along on a sunny day and seeing 2 shadows? One was yours and you were by yourself. I probably would have fainted.
Yeah, that's crazy. It would have
overtaken me.
I've had crazy experiences,
even though I'm not supposed to fear.
In a house that was highly known for being haunted. I grew up in, actually, but
right, Zeus?
In family from long before, you know what I mean? Like, there's just been tales throughout all the years. And I seen it with my own eyes when I was a kid.
My mom has experienced stuff. And even, I know Tracy has too, but I've never had anything other than the cemetery thing happen.
We have Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. I would love to go to an amusement park.
Leviticus 1931.
Most haunted amusement park in the U.S. Really? A haunted amusement park? That would be really cool.
No.
Troy.
No. I wouldn't be getting on any rides. It's a negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, prayers for Jan. Thank you, guys. I'd have to look those scriptures up, Neil.
Let me screenshot if my phone let me.
Leviticus 19:31 and Deuteronomy 18:10-12. Okay.
Tracy says she's experienced
a lot. Yeah, Mom has experienced a lot.
My mother.
I honestly think that I was a sensitive whenever I was a kid.
Well,
because
most kids typically are.
But I mean, I remember things vividly. Like I remember seeing a legitimate person, but you could tell it was a ghost. Like it was that clear. And it happened to me several nights in a row in that house. So yeah, I've always been a believer in that because I seen it with my own eyes.
Yes, Christy. Whenever we walked through that gate, it was straight oppression.
She said, so is Kara. Yeah. And I've always seemed to have a sense of being able to just feel things. Almost like a, not premonition, but a, I don't know, just be able to know.
Feeling kind of thing,
like going off my gut. And it's always been fairly right for the most part.
Randy said, haunted anything I'm in. I'm too much. I
like messing with. I mean, I'm not going to dig in there and start talking to them and all that kind of stuff. But I love watching like Ghost Adventures, and that would be really cool to go to that amusement park. I would be cool with that. I would definitely do that. There's what is that? What is that one motel called, Mom? I think it's in Arkansas.
Oh,
the hotel.
I about said Cecil. It's not it.
No, I think it is Cecil. Hotel Cecil.
What is it, Tracy? Where you and your mama went and... No, Cecil, I think, is in like California.
Scotty's had things move on his tables. No, I'm telling you, it's Cecil, isn't it, Mom? Isn't that the hotel that Crescent? The Crescent Hotel. Yeah, I would like to go stay a night there.
No.
Like, not try to mess with them, but just see if anything happens while you're sleeping there.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a super haunted place. But what was the name of that?
Scares me.
What was the name of that place that Melva and Donnie was talking about we need to go see? Because we need, and not only that, hopefully this summer we'll be going on the pontoon boat with Melva and Donnie. I'm stoked about that.
Natural Bridge.
I'm gonna go do some fishing and go see some lakes.
Troy said Othman. I'm screenshotting.
Bates Motel. That's a California one, ain't it?
I think Ghost Adventures is.
Yeah, done the Bates Motel. Yeah. I know my old high school is very haunted.
Okay, Troy. Okay.
It was built like along like 1902 or something. Like they just now in the past 5 or 6 years, maybe longer than that. It wasn't long after my class graduated that they quit using that high school, but
yeah, I definitely would not be wandering off by myself anywhere. Nope. I shut it off though. Like when I start feeling stuff, I just bloop.
Yes, I would definitely have to be with a group of people, Mom. There's no way I would be able to stay in a room by myself.
Y'all should have seen him when the TV comes
big and bad I act. There's no way. Oh, dude, it's scary, dude. It's absolutely scary. I heard a preacher say ghosts are actually demons, so we should tell them to get behind us in the name of Jesus, wipe our feet, and put them out of our mind. Yes, I want. That's exactly what I've heard too, Barb, and I do agree with that. I think I tend to lean that way as well.
I'd rather lean
And
that
I
way
think
than
I honestly
open myself
kinda
up to something I shouldn't have.
feel like when I got older, like why I don't have as many experiences as I used to is just because the presence of Jesus that has been involved in my life.
Hi, Arlene.
Definitely not afraid of him being able to do anything because none of them can beat Jesus. And
No,
we
I
know
just
that.
don't want to see anything. I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it.
There are hot spots.
There
of
definitely
demon activity.
are.
Yes.
Welcome back, Miss Melinda. Your
The
baby's
natural
snoozing.
bridge is on the other side of me. So Troy's by the natural bridge. Melinda's back. Hello, Arlene.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
So I found this kid on TikTok that makes hats. Well, he don't make the hat, but like he makes the leather patches and he sells them. He puts the patch on the hat and he does whatever symbol. I want a Goat Days Appalachian Homestead hat. They're only $20. It'd be super cool. Like that gray and black one I had from Mannheim. Yeah, it's that same hat. I've been meaning to tell a ghost story on my channel. The ship was featured on Most Haunted. We snuck on the ship and it was for real haunted. I believe it. Do it. Tell the story and let me know when you got that video up because I'm going to watch it.
Tracy has some crazy. I remember one crazy specifically.
Oh, yeah. Mom definitely got a lot of experiences and stories for sure.
USS Chicago.
Dave, you should be afraid of them doing something. You're real. I believe it. I 100%. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like, of course, it freaks me out. But at the same time, like, I have the best weapon in the world.
Yes, Barb got some soda pop. She got her soda pop. I can't find my glasses, y'all. Sorry.
My stash is tickling my nose.
Or is it your nose hairs tickling your stash?
Either one of the two. I don't know.
It is very, very real, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last time, though, that cemetery when I was seeking them out. Real.
But it's not something we need to be chasing down for sure. Just
learn my lesson.
Said,
not doing it.
Stay away from it. Don't be out there trying to hunt them down and communicate and all that. If something happens, let it be. Speak the name of Jesus and move on. For sure.
But he also says, do not fear. The only thing you should fear is fearing God.
Yeah. It says do not fear 365 times in the Bible. How crazy is that?
Every single
How crazy is that?
There
is a do not fear for every single day of the year. It's awesome. So yeah, I was watching a video about like the creation of the Bible and people trying to disprove it and all that different stuff. How many did they say? How many authors are there? There's like 46. Wait,
I don't know if I said 66, but I think that's how many books are.
That's how many books there are. I can't remember. How many authors? Is it like 14 authors maybe?
Like your quiz.
Or less than that? I don't know. I'll have to look into it because I don't even know that for sure. But it's a span over 1,500 years. It's written in 3 different languages, right? So to be written in 3 different languages over a span of 1,500 years by however many people, how many authors there are, for it all to completely sync together the way it does is impossible.
Okay, so I was right about that, boss. There are 66 books.
66 books. But, I mean, that's like...
Where you going?
That's not no coincidence. That's only the work of God to be able to put something like that together.
Mm-hmm.
My best one was when your Uncle Chris visited me when I was very upset about his passing. We spoke without words, and I was completely calm and not grieving after the visit. I remember that.
I loved Uncle Chris.
Yes. I also do believe that God will do things like that, especially in our, you know what I mean? Like if it's like in a dream sense, or, you know,
He will allow
to send something or someone to help you with your grieving or your mourning. But yeah, that's super cool. Man that lived here passed away. It doesn't bother me. When I first moved in, it smelled men's cologne real strong.
You're right, Christy.
Then went away.
Ooh. Good way of thinking about it.
Yeah, that's definitely a presence. That's one of the things that happens. That's a very common thing. Hey, Jan.
Sweet, sweet woman. We love you.
Yes, we love you very much.
Bro, you good?
We love you very much. I hope you're hanging in there. We've been praying for you.
My mom's had that happen before, Melinda. I may not be telling the story completely right, but she told me this when I was a kid. So they were heading out to go do something as a family or whatever. Well, they turned back around because she had forgotten, I think she said a camera. It was something. So she had forgotten something. And she said whenever she walked back into the house, she was probably like 15, 16, I'd say rough age. But whenever she walked back in the house, she got a really, really strong scent of women's perfume, and something told her, get out. So as she was going back out the door, somebody was breaking in the back end of the house.
See, I feel like that's a God thing, man. Right?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mom, if you're still in here, but that's one of the stories that stuck with me as a kid.
I know it's got to be hard, Jan. We love you. We love you.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to those times in life.
I doubt anybody does.
No.
Let us know if there's anything we can do. I know
yes,
we're far away,
just like I told you. If there's anything at all that we can do. I have 2 Bibles, Onions and Christian Standard Bible, and the other is a King James version, which I have a hard time.
I struggle reading it too. My mom reads the King James version.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It is. It's very difficult. But
I love you, Jan.
I think
my mom reads it. I'm like, I'm glad you understand it because
different versions are all good.
Break it down for the dummy. Good. But I like the Bibles where it shows you, which of course it's a lot bigger, but I like where it shows you what each.
Yes, they do have like
New King James, New Translation.
Yes, there's like a set. There's 4 sections on each opening that have like 4 different translations in one Bible. I would love to have that Bible.
Yeah, I like those.
But the Message version
helps me to understand
awesome because that's like the most dumbed down that you could ever rewrite the Bible. Yeah. The Message version, and I love it. It helps so well.
Good job. You used well properly.
Oh my gosh.
You ready? Give Dave a round of applause.
Randy reads King James. He prefers it. Yeah, I get it. I don't think it's a bad thing not to read a different other translation, but
and I doubt, honestly, I mean, I don't know, but these newer translation Bibles, I doubt they've been around for very long. Maybe the last 30, 40 years, if that.
What?
The dumbed down versions. I don't know though.
Well, I don't know. I think it would have been like the NIV.
Grew up,
and that would have been like in the early 80s, 70s, 80s. I don't know. That's a good question. Don't know why. I always have since Bible school when I was a wee bit. Yeah, I think it would probably be easier now. Definitely not a starting point for someone that don't really know anything, right? Biblically. But I think after you learn so much from a more easier version, then be able to go back and then go through the King James. But I need to get back on track because I started there for a minute and I got through like the first, I think we talked about this last time. I got through like the first three or 4 books. I want to read the entire Bible front to back. I want to be able to say that I've read it from start to finish because I have never done that before. But a very interesting way somebody put it is don't try to understand it so much. Just read it. It's whenever you start really like trying to put things together that's hard to understand is usually when people will stop. Right? So just read it. Just read it. Regardless if it makes sense or
that's what I've
whatever,
always heard. Just read it.
Just read it.
Even
Start
if it's
to beginning or beginning to end. Just go.
It's got a purpose.
Yeah.
Everything in that book has a purpose.
Yeah. Some passages in King James make me want to cross my eyes, so I'll check it out. Yes. 100%. We've talked about this.
And you're right, James.
Dave. Some of the different versions of the Bible have been known to leave out scripture. Yes. Yes, but I was watching something interesting because remember we had found several scriptures in the NIV where there were scriptures that were taken out. But what is that Canadian guy? He's like a biblical scholar. What's his name? Dang it, man. I'm going to find him and I'll put no, not Peterson. But I'll put a short up about him. Y'all have to look into this guy, but he has done he's very, very smart. Like he goes there and he's seen the original scriptures and all this, but he's really, really smart guy. He's from Canada. I can't remember his name, but he was talking about that. And he said, people think that those scriptures were brought out, but the truth is they didn't take the scriptures out because of just trying to reword things. Over the years, they had found evidence of certain scriptures that should have not really been put there from original evidence.
Like the original transcripts.
But if they were to go in and take, say, verse 25 out and have to redo the entire Bible, instead, they just took the verse out and just let it skip to the next
There was
verse.
one book. He and I was studying the Bible one time, and we were reading something, and it went from like 24 to 26.
Yeah,
like where
Matthew.
did the scripture
we
go?
did. It was on a grounds with the goats. It was in Matthew.
Was crazy. But I still don't understand why was Enoch in the Bible and then that whole book removed?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're in another book too.
Now I'll have to think of that guy's name. I really wish I could think of his name because y'all have to look him up.
You good?
He PB you're on TV. PB.
My thing is how do we know for sure what was intended, what God intended to be in the Bible, and what man added into it?
Well, that's the thing is they've done super big time research on that kind of stuff to figure out there are tons and tons of translations out there that have just you hear about them all the time. The Gospel of like Peter, there's all kinds of different ones, but they were able to do in their research to figure out what actually came from Jesus's day. Come on, BB. Come on.
Oh, come Dad.
On, come on.
No, I heard nothing.
He's just going to climb back up here anyway.
That's exactly. Yep, there he goes. Leave him alone.
Does anyone know who I'm talking about? He had a so there's this one guy who tries to knock the Bible and make it seem fantasy and all this, and he's got a huge following. But this guy had a debate with him and literally made this dude look foolish. And the
stink eye Curly's giving me.
But in the most nice and awesome way. I don't know. Gosh dang it. I'll figure it out. He was on Joe Rogan. He even went on Joe Rogan talking about the Bible and scripture and manuscripts and all the different stuff. But yeah, after he got super popular from that specific debate where he made that guy look foolish.
Enoch won. See, but that's always confused me. Like, why is it not in our Bibles? And is it in for Catholics? Like, bro.
I'm telling you. PB, come on. Come on, bro.
She said Wes Huff.
Wes Huff.
Jan knew it.
That's it.
Ding, ding,
That's
ding.
it,
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Wes Huff. The dude is super, super smart. He's super, super nice. Like he's such a good example of what a Christian should be when going against these debates against people that are just ignorant of the Bible. And He's just so
Oh, I know who you're talking
well
about. Like goes
at-
to like the colleges.
yes.
Ah, okay.
He's so well at fighting
He
back.
is cute. And David's
with-
fighting him with the. He's trying to get around David's foot. He's just gonna come over here.
Don't let him up. But yeah, Wes Huff. Y'all check him out. I love watching that guy. He's super smart. Yes, check him out, Christy. I think you'd really enjoy. I've learned a ton of stuff from that guy, and he's just so good at laying things out too.
Okay. Okay.
Wes Huff.
All right, James.
Yeah, check him out.
So Boss knew it. Boss knew it.
Fine.
How's your foot, Boss? Are you back to work yet?
Interesting. I want to check that out. I've
Slowly but
never
surely?
read Enoch at all.
I haven't either because
I've seen certain scriptures out of it by people. that make
Initially, I
videos.
thought, was I intended to read this? Like, if it's not, but why was a whole book removed?
I've heard there's some pretty
you know what I
wild
mean.
stuff in there.
And I think when there are 2 books that were removed from the Bibles that we read.
Like I said,
I know
look
for
up
sure
that Wes
Enoch,
Huff
I can't
because he
remember.
explains all of that. He explains why certain books aren't in, why certain scriptures got taken out.
Yay.
He goes into deep detail on that kind of stuff.
Oh,
And it
okay.
makes complete sense. Yes, Billy Carson is the one that he had to debate against and just made him look.
Like 2 inches tall.
Yes. Made him look like I don't want to say idiot,
Right,
but
because he just lacked the knowledge,
It made
apparently,
it-
or the wherewithal.
like it was so bad.
11?
It was so bad that Billy Carson tried to sue Wes Huff for posting the video.
oh,
yeah.
I see. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Give
He
me
was
a
trying
drink
to
before it
put
gets knocked
lawsuits
over.
on him because it made him look ignorant,
Ignorant,
and he wasn't expecting that.
but that didn't go
So yeah,
anywhere.
but yeah, y'all go check it out. If you ain't seen that, go watch that debate. Wes Huff and Billy Carson. It's super good. Super good.
Okay, what about your quiz stuff?
Okay, yeah, we're gonna bust out the quiz.
You're sitting on Coco, bro.
We've got what?
Coco
12
didn't like
minutes.
that.
There we go.
Sorry,
There we
buddy.
go. All right, guys, let's see who can get the most out of these questions.
What?
Right here is question number 1. Which angel of God defeated Satan? Now I got to go back to comments so I can watch. Which angel of God defeated Satan? I actually got this one right. Wait for some answers.
Book 3 is
Gabriel.
not credible. Okay, thank you.
Kevin said
Said
Michael.
Michael. I think it's Michael. I could be wrong.
Whoopie's
Because
butt.
isn't that like
Yeah.
with the
All right, let's go to the. You all are correct. It was the Archangel Michael. Okay, so there's 5 questions. I only got 3 of them right. So I did get a couple of them wrong whenever I did the quiz earlier today. All right. What did God create on the 4th day? What did God create on the 4th day? This one I didn't get this one.
night and day was the we made the
That Amanda. I need a refresher.
Me too. Like I'm sitting here trying to think.
I know that's exactly what I went
Gabriel
through.
Messenger. Okay. Yeah.
What did God create on day number 4?
I'm sure James is racking his brain.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna give everybody
he'll
a
probably
chance to
answer
answer.
yeah.
I did not get this one.
Created heaven and earth.
Land. That's a good guess.
Heaven and earth, and then light and day. Water.
Which is kind of a little bit confusing actually, because he did start off with light.
sun, moon, and stars.
Right. What?
Randy said.
I
sun,
knew
moon,
it. Sun, moon, and stars. Oh, we got the answer. Sun, moon, and stars. Yes. But isn't that crazy? Like, didn't he start off with light. Let there be light. But then he didn't even create the sun until day number 4.
Because he is the light, I guess. I don't know.
That's good. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Light's been omnipresent.
Okay, here we go.
I mean,
This is, I know y'all got this one. Who did God use to save the Israelites in the Old Testament? No. I got this one right. I did get this one right. I'm being honest with you guys. I did get this one right.
I Googled it. Moses.
Yep, Moses. Sure enough. Hit it on the head there. I got that one right too. So I got 1 and 3 right. I missed number 2. I did not get number 2.
Yeah, that was a tricky one.
What was that? 3. This is number 4. Who did God bless with no death?
What?
Yes. Who in the Bible never died? Never experienced death at all. I did not get this one. I think I did get this one. I just couldn't think of the correct name, but I knew who it was. I just couldn't. Enoch. Yep, it was Enoch. Enoch did not die. He literally was just brought from earth to heaven. Yeah. How cool is that?
Why did God
I don't know.
that?
He just blessed him with where he never died.
So that explains to me why Moses was so touched. I get it was his lineage.
Yeah, I knew that one. So that was one that I got. I now the next
I had no idea.
One I did not get. What is one of the 2 books in the entire Bible that never mention God? Not one time. I did not get this right. I had no idea that even existed.
1 of 2 books. So there's
One
1 Samuel,
of 2
2
books.
Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1
There are
Chronicles, 2 Chronicles.
literally 2 books in the Bible that never mention God.
Does Solomon? Do they have? I can't remember.
Elijah didn't experience death either. I didn't know that.
Enoch and Elijah.
1 Kings.
Oh yeah, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles. I don't know. Oh,
I'm gonna see.
Got me on this one.
Okay, I'm gonna put up the answer. I think everybody's done a good guess. I love it. I didn't get this one either, guys, so don't feel bad. The Book of Esther and the Song of Solomon.
And
yeah, there's 2 books.
It said 1 of 2
That's
books.
what I said. Name one. Can you get one of the 2 books?
So there was 2. See, I was thinking 1 Kings, 2 Kings, like
that. Oh no.
I don't know why I was okay.
Just
My bad. I
one
let
of
y'all
the
stray.
2 books in the Bible that never mention God. Isn't that crazy?
So
I didn't know
books.
that one. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, that's the end of the quiz tonight, y'all.
I wonder why.
I thought every book mentioned God. I know, Melinda. I know. I want to do a little more research on it. But the guy that done this quiz earlier today, he's a pretty smart dude. So I'm not going to doubt that he's wrong.
Or Proverbs, which Proverbs.
See, Christy said I knew that about Esther.
I had a brain fart. Okay, so Chrissy is agreeing that Esther for sure.
Proverbs is Songs of Solomon, ain't it? Yeah. Yeah. That's what Proverbs is, right? Is it? Or is Songs of Solomon and Proverbs different? Are those 2 separate books? No. Song of Solomon, yeah. But next week, whenever we do the quiz, I'm going to do my own questions. I literally, we got this idea right at the last second because I seen that short video and I thought that was pretty cool. And I knew this would be fun to do that. 2 separate books. Okay. Yeah. Song of Solomon. But it's the same author, right?
I know.
Proverb is Solomon because it's words of wisdom, right? Am I right?
I mean, I know Proverbs for sure is the book of wisdom.
That would have been an excellent question. did Solomon write the Proverbs, which I'm pretty sure he did, because Proverbs is wisdom. That's what the whole point of Proverbs is. And Solomon.
Boss said, yeah, you should do this every week.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
Yeah.
Definitely going to. Yeah, that was super fun. We might even throw a few more in there.
Yeah,
Solomon wrote Proverbs. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because Solomon was the most wise man to ever live. And the reason so is because he was blessed with so much stuff, women, wealth, everything the world has to offer to make you feel like, and people sometimes want to use that as a bash, but that was actually his crutch, man, and he ended up saying that in the end. He's like, all of it's for nothing, for nada. Mm-hmm. So if you're like a guy that has everything you could possibly have on earth to make you happy and still be able to say none of it means nothing, it doesn't really even matter, like, that's pretty wise old man right there. Mm-hmm. Right? Because most people like Solomon that have everything they need, the last thing they're thinking about is God, right? Because they have everything they need to be, or they feel they have everything they need to be happy. Yeah.
But we're not supposed to be
of me coming to Christ from Creekside Conference. Awesome, Scotty. That's awesome, Yay! Man. Awesome. Yes, we were Bible trivia in the search to get great knowledge. Ooh, that's a good idea, Barb.
And Purcelli is my favorite.
And not only that, this idea is super cool too, because it gives me another reason why I need to dig in myself, right? And yeah, I like this idea. Super cool, man. That was really fun, though. That's awesome, Scotty. Congratulations. We are definitely going to church on Easter. That's what I told Sam. And Sam was like, I'd rather go a day or go at least one day before we go on Easter, because you know it's going to be packed on Easter. She said, I don't want to seem like the people that just go to church on Easter. I said, well, at this point, so far this year, that's exactly what's going on.
I go with my mom when I'm with my mom.
Yeah. But they actually, the church that we're wanting to go to, they actually do Wednesday night services too. So I told her, I said, let's go tomorrow night and check them out. But definitely got to be at church on Easter, man. I've been pushing myself to get up there and go to church, and I still haven't done it. But it's Easter, dude. Like, no more. Are you a Sreester?
I can't read it.
I know, James, and I've went back and I haven't watched this past Sunday.
Like Creepster on Easter. That's the way I'm taking it.
That's funny. But I did watch the Sunday before whenever his wife did it, and it was really cool.
Yeah, this past Sunday we watched Elevation.
Yeah, we did do Elevation this past weekend. I did watch Elevation this past weekend. And that's another thing I want to do too while we're up here is to go to North Carolina. I would like to just go to the actual Elevation church just to say I did. Because that church actually helped me tremendously in the beginning of my walk. I know there's a lot of...
it's everywhere.
Yeah.
What about that?
A lot of bad ideas about Pastor Furtick and all that, but they still, he helped me a lot. Tons. He helped me a lot. So I got respect for him for that, at the very least.
We got to see him at Victory, though.
Yeah, he's came.
Such a tiny guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a little bitty guy. He's only like 5'3".
Yeah, he's tiny.
Yeah, little bitty guy. Only goes to church on Christmas and Easter. Oh.
I said creepster on Easter.
Okay, Melinda, I will. I've got it on my phone. James sent it to me.
You're right.
Exactly right. But I told her, I said, this is absolutely the most...
Got to take a leap of faith.
Opportunity, the biggest opportunity we've got right now to get our foot in the front door of a church is Easter Sunday. Am I wrong? Right? No excuses. It's Easter. Tons of people are going to be showing up that don't normally go to church. So it's not like we're going to be the only new faces in the room. So right?
I bet she wishes she worked at Costco.
All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and
We love you all.
be watching. I do have some more videos coming out. I'm still in the middle of an edit, but I've been doing pretty good about getting some videos up. So I'm gonna stay on track. I've got like literally 5 or 6 videos in the chamber. I'm just editing them one at a time, putting them up. So be watching. We love you guys. Every one of y'all stay blessed and have an amazing Easter this weekend. He is risen, y'all. He is risen without a shadow of a doubt. We love you guys.
Good night.